Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently back above 17k. You may have seen yesterday that Ethereum lost the 1255 level. That was actually quite a relevant support level for Ethereum. Bitcoin did hold its support. Yeah, you can see that this yellow support box, which I also had on the Ethereum chart, Bitcoin did hold it. It actually didn't make a new low, where Ethereum made quite a substantial new low. Now that still confirms my view that Bitcoin could without a problem move higher from here. Ethereum as well. Yeah, I mean, Ethereum didn't drop as much, so in order to invalidate any kind of bullish short-term potential. Also for Bitcoin, I still see that often talked about bullish short-term potential here, which so far has so nicely played out from our support area down there to the peak. That was just a 7.5% within a few days. It's not too bad in a market where we're basically just moving sideways. But yeah, I think what Bitcoin is doing here at the moment is just consolidating at the moment, just below a resistance area, or squeezed between support, which is the yellow box here, and resistance, which is the red box. So getting really squeezed into this. And I mean, that would be ready, for the weekly candle close. Normally you see a lot of volatility, especially when in the days before such an event, where, usually in the time around the weekly candle close, there is quite a bit of volatility. So when you then have a lot of just sideways movement in the days before that, you can normally expect quite a bit of a jump. Will be interesting, but in typical weekend fashion, we are just moving sideways at the moment. But it's so interesting that Ethereum lost support. Bitcoin did hold it, where in the last few weeks, Bitcoin was always quite weak compared to Ethereum. I just find that super interesting because it means that maybe things are changing a little bit. But more importantly, what you can see here, we had this kind of descending channel. I don't think the channel is relevant anymore. I think what is getting more relevant is now a possible triangle shape that we're going to talk about in a minute. But important is that this wave pattern that we still have on the chart here, this possible 1-2, the 1-2 setup is on the Ethereum chart. 1-2-1-2 is what I have on the Ethereum chart now. I haven't changed it on the Bitcoin chart because Bitcoin is still holding support. So for Bitcoin, this could very well still just be a wave 4 here, no problem. So Ethereum is, in my opinion, in this third wave to the upside. Target we talked about around the 18k level for the third wave. As long as we're holding here the yellow support box, we can focus directly on higher for a wave 5 of 3. Important is that Bitcoin holds the $16,670 level to maintain this imminent upside potential. If this is a wave 4, then it just makes sense it's a wave 4 because it's quite boring. So, however, you can see that we are now heading really, really ready for the weekend candle close into the apex of a triangle. And to be honest, I talked about it before, the idea that this could be an Elliott Wave triangle when we were here, but then we made a new low, and I said it can't really be a triangle anymore. Well, it can still be a triangle, it would just become a larger one. So let me just show you a possible Elliott Wave triangle count, because you can clearly see the symmetrical triangle shape, which you could argue is a so-called bullish pennant. But yeah, this could very well be an A wave, B, C, D, and maybe one leg down and an E, and then to move up in a fifth wave of 3. Certainly interesting. I can also give you an ideal target for the E wave. That would assume wave D has topped. I think if it hasn't topped, it should have near enough topped, if this is a triangle. But let's just for fun calculate an ideal target for the E wave. That would be the 61.8% extension of the C wave. That takes us to $16,890. So keep an eye on that level. Could very well be we come down once more and then break to the upside. A break of the triangle would be confirmed if we go above the B wave high at 17,150. Already a break above the D wave will indicate the triangle is breaking. That would be a move above 17,060. It really is only if we drop below 16,670 that we have to consider something more bearish, or let's call it short-term bearish, where we could come down a little bit lower before we recover again. Because at the moment, the movement that is taking place here does not look impulsive to the downside. So in any case, I would expect more upside at the moment, as long as the chart presents itself like this. But that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.